Hey everyone, welcome to Weekly English Idioms with me, Teacher Tiffany. Now, as always, we're going to be learning 3 new English idioms. So let's jump right in and go to my screen and look at the first idiom for this week. Here we go. All right, so the first idiom we have is lump in my throat. Once again, lump in my throat. Now, a lump in my throat is just a tight feeling in a person's throat because of a strong emotion such as sorrow or gratitude. So I want to tell you guys about a situation that I had about a week ago where I was watching a movie, and the movie was very powerful. It was very emotional. And there were points in the movie where I felt like I was right on the edge of crying because it was so emotional. So at that moment, I had a lump in my throat because of that strong emotion. Okay? All right, now let's look at 3 more examples on my screen. Here we go. All right, so the first example is I stood there with a lump in my throat and tried to fight back tears. Again, this is literally the same example as I gave you a few moments ago when I was watching the movie, okay? So one more time, here we go. I stood there with a lump in my throat and tried to fight back tears, okay? Next we have, I had a huge, which is just big, lump in my throat as I watched my brother get on the plane. So watching this person's brother get on the plane, for him or her, it was very emotional, okay? So they had a lump in their throat, okay? All right, and our last example, here we go. I feel like I have a lump in my throat. Very simple, okay? All right, now moving on to our next idiom, we have make a mountain out of a molehill. Again, make a mountain out of a molehill. All right, this means to exaggerate the importance of something trivial or unimportant. So, the easiest way to remember this is by thinking of the comparison. A molehill is very small, it's a hill, but a mountain is humongous. So, this idiom is used when there's a trivial or a small problem and someone decides to make it bigger than it actually is. All right, so let's look at some example sentences, okay? Here we go. Number 1 says, our boss made a mountain out of a molehill when he fired Wayne for making a simple mistake. Again, so you see in this example, the mistake that Wayne made was very small, but the boss thought it was bigger, like a mountain, and decided to fire Wayne, okay? He made a mountain out of a molehill, all right? Okay, now our next example, here we go. Stop making a mountain out of a molehill. So again, you can use this when you're telling someone to stop over-exaggerating. It's really not that serious. Calm down, okay? All right, and finally we have, she has a tendency to make a mountain out of a molehill, okay? All right, now moving on to our last idiom. Here we go. Make your eyes pop. Again, make your eyes pop. This means to cause great astonishment to someone. So again, I want you to look at me. I'm talking to you guys normally, and let's say, for example, suddenly something happens that astonishes me. You see what happened, right? My eyes popped. So because I was astonished or shocked, my eyes popped. All right? Okay, so let's look at some example sentences. Here we go. The swing dance routine performed by the entertainers made the judge's eyes pop. He was astonished, okay? Next, her beautiful dress made his eyes pop. When he saw her in her dress, he was shocked. He was astonished because she looked beautiful, okay? And finally, we have, his statement made their eyes pop. They were astonished or shocked by his statement. Okay, guys, so again, in our lesson, we had 3 new English idioms. And as always, I want you to make 3 sentences and put them in the comment section because I want you to try to use these idioms, all right? So I will check your sentences and I will talk to you guys in our next lesson.